here.
Do what?
But just blink around and not rely on line of sight. But she uses the add-on quite a lot. She uses two a lot right now. The undetectable add-on and the add-on where you go back to your original position in your blink and get another blink back. Yeah, she uses those two add-ons all the time.
Yeah, those are my favorite ones, but I'm not running them now.
My favorite add-ons on NAS is Yellow Pinecone, Stopwatch, or Exotic Respiration. But I do think you would get a lot of value from Stopwatch if you tried it. Because you play NAS a bit more patient like me, Prophet. Like, I walk for line of sight and then I blink and hit you. I don't just blink about everywhere and go for predictions all the time.
I don't know how I lose people so easily. They just vanish.
Do you rely on more visual stuff than, like, auditory stuff?
Well, the thing is, since I'm in chat with you guys right now, my game volume is lower, so I miss the audio cues a lot while we're chatting. Like,
that could be it.
Because for me, what I do is if I'm in a Discord call like I am now, and like I was just having to kill a bit there, I use my phone and put headphones in so I can still hear the game, but still hear you guys. So
I hear the game, but little grunts of like somebody on the other side of a wall get buried under the conversation. So like I don't... Like this guy just dipped out and I don't even know where he went.
Yeah, also, Prophet, I like what you said to me in DMs about like how you're open to critiques and stuff, because really, there isn't really any flaw in how you play NAS. Like, I don't really think there's anything you need to improve on, really. You play NAS pretty spot on. So it's good that you said like you're open to critiques and things when people looking at how you play, because a lot of people are too insecure to do that.
Well, I mean, I just look at the fact that I could run the sweatiest build and still get rolled, but yet I see someone like Nightlight running absolutely nothing and destroys every team he goes against, and I'm just trying to understand like how. And the only thing I can think of is just that since he's on the best comp team ever, he's just got so much map knowledge and game sense that he knows where people are going to be, and he knows exactly what gens are being worked on and how much time he has internally. Like, it just must be his game sense is so good that he knows exactly what to do at the right time.
Well,
whereas I'm just running around chasing people kind of blindly.
That gen speed now is longer. It used to be 80 seconds and now it's 90 to finish a gen. But there are perks that make it much shorter.
Yeah, with all the perks, it's like, come on, you're stacking Deja Vu with Brand New Part, with Prove Thyself, with all these other...
Is the Addy 4 perk and the Vittorio perk together, like with two people running that.
I messed up. I messed up that blink. I knew he was there. I didn't mean to go down.
Like, Prophet, you're like, obviously, I think you're cool, you're just mad and whatever, but I do, even before I actually spoke to you, you're still a good nurse.
You mean overzealous? Like, I think was the one.
Yeah, I don't like any of the gen wrestling perks. The same as like
potential energy, I think, is the other.
Yeah, I don't know if you agree with me, but I think brand new parts is more OP than what it used to be, because it's taking off over 10% off the gen. So survival.
See, that's what he thinks. I don't. I think it's a slide. I don't think it's more OP or less OP. I think it's just a slide.
I think it's actually. I think it's probably stronger now than before, because you'll always get the value of it as long as they hit the skill check.
Yeah, whereas before they had to hit 2 skill checks, and if they blew up one, it only did 20% of the gen.
But not only that, but if you regress the gen, let's say pain res or something, you regress that gen, that's it, brand new part is over. But now it's permanently on the gen, so that every time they go back to it, they have the benefit of a shorter gen. I feel like it's like a secret buff, honestly.
Yes, and then what's really annoying is that behavior like, oh, we buffed blood favor and other perks, and it's like, all the perks that you keep buffing, Nurse and Light and Strongholds can't use. use. So strong killers have to suffer with shit perks, which don't do anything in the long run, because M1 killers can't make use of them either, because M1 killers get countered by any good player. It's like, behavior just doesn't want help to be good. Like, I've just come to accept that. So I view the game a lot more differently now. So I used to, like, take the game very seriously, which I think was a drawback for me. Like, for example, Prophet, I don't know if you agree with me, and this is a really hot take, and I've gotten shit for it, but I think dramaturgy is like old Dead Hard. It gives you loads and loads of distance, and you rarely ever get the negative effect of being exposed from it. And then, like, you get a really good item from it, or even more distance. Like, it gives you more distance than old Dead Hard. Like, I actually think dramaturgy is really strong.
I just find it funny how they nerf certain things because they're like, oh, well, Dead Hard shouldn't be for distance, but then they replace it with something that does the same exact thing. Or, you know, like, we want to stop killers from camping hooks, and then they create the Skull Merchant, you know, and the Knight. And it's like, they're doing exactly what they say they're not doing. Or it's like here, we're going to take away Dead Hard and this and that, but we're going to give you Made for this, which is like paired with other things. It's like the most cracked perk.
Yeah, a lot of people have been running Made for this with life.
Made for this with resilience, and then people add hope on top of it, and Dead Hard for that extra 2 endurance hits. I mean...
And then let's not forget the buckle up and for the people matter that Hens and Nostalgia decided to introduce to the world. So now every survivor's running that as well.
Well, you can run for the people with Made for this as well. So when you heal another survivor, you get the endurance effect.
And how do you counterplay Buckle Up and For the People? Because both of them are getting 10 seconds of endurance. You don't counter that.
You just run for the people with Made for this.
No, they're talking about countering it.
Oh.
You can't.
Yeah, man.
You can't. It's like, and the hook game, the hook grabbing game's over, so it's just free escapes on that.
This is the thing, okay? I try to be a very chilled out person, you know, and just play to have fun. But how can behavior expect new killers to learn how to play killer when they're going to go against perk holders like that? Because there are going to be people who don't know anything about the game and think that they're losing to that because they're bad and it's their fault they're losing.
Well, because the baby survivors, baby killers are generally going up against baby survivors. Not obviously not always the case, but in general, like if I go play as Michael Myers right now, I will get the babyest survivors. It's like not even funny. I literally let them live. And so it kind of like keeps going in a cycle where it's like, I feel so bad for them that I'm letting them live. And then because I let them live, my MMR stays really low and I just keep getting baby survivors like on Michael Myers. But with Nurse, if I'm actually killing people, then my MMR is staying up.
But you know what's funny, Prophet? Even with all the nurse mains out there who have thousands of hours on her, like and other people, Nurse still has the lowest kill rate and win rate in the game out of any killer.
It depends. Well, that's kind of controversial because they don't really release the stats very often on that. If you go by Nightlight right now, the lowest winning killer is the Singularity. If you go if you have a Nightlight account. Now Nightlight isn't perfect because not everybody uses it to record their wins and losses. Like, I don't use it nearly enough. If I did, I'm sure Nurse win ratio would probably go up. You know, so it's like, it's hard to trust. Because according to Nightlight, the winningest killer in the game right now, just in terms of wins, which is a 4K as they define it, is Skull Merchant. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if that doesn't make the Skull Merchant the best killer, I mean, she
No,
can hold a
that's
3-gen and she's easy to use, but I wouldn't say that. Yeah, man, Skull Merchant OP. Like if you
No,
break that
but
3-gen, she can't win. Like that's all there is. He's underneath you. He's behind the wall.
but the point is like
What I do in that instance there is I sit on the stairs and listen for the grunt. I don't know if that makes sense, Troll.
Yeah, right.
I'd never lose in this match.
Right now, I'm not relying on sound because we're having a conversation over the whole thing. So I'm really just kind of using aura reading and predicting and just going to the gens. So whatever. 2 of them are dead unless they can manage to miraculously crank out the last gen, which they might actually be on right now. Because I got a little disoriented. Good chance they are probably just sitting on a gen. Yep, they are.
why do you call Prophet Troll?
Oh, because that's his name, Trolling Prophet. That's the screen. Yeah.
All right, I can't even hook this guy. There's no hook there. Wait, he got up from adrenaline. Oh my goodness. Son of the motherless goat.
I hate adrenaline. Adrenaline was made for this is nasty as well.
I can't believe I threw him on the ground because I couldn't hook him, and he pops back up with adrenaline, and I didn't even realize
He's
it.
going straight to the gate. I would just assume. Look at him sitting over there, not gonna win now. Well, he's in your view now. There's nowhere he can really go. Yeah, that was easy. You can go after the other one too, because he's probably at the gate. Yeah, he's at the gate. You didn't see the red scratch marks back there? He's at the gate. Yeah.
Period.
He just gave himself to you. Oh, dude. Yeah, there you go. Easy 4K.
See if this guy's got Unbreakable or some other magic trick up his sleeve.
Well, you still won. 3K's a win, buddy. But according to Nightlight, yeah, right now Skull Merchant is the best killer.
No,
I mean, Nightlight, the DVD service. I rarely ever use it. But the Nurse is not doing well on that.
Oh, but he got the hatch.
no.
Wow.
Well, you still won.
The reason why I said that was not because because obviously Nurse is strong. The point is that because Nurse is skill floor and skill ceiling is so high, it's only the dedicated people who play her who give her a tiny increase in stats. Nurse is really inaccessible, especially right now because of her Nurse. I actually don't recommend that anybody try and learn Nurse unless they have played her before and are
He's so
a hardcore
Look at him.
main.
He got hatch, dude. He's so good. He got hatch.
Remember, Prophet,
He
you
slithered
weren't trying to
in.
kill him, but because he escaped, that means he's better than you.
He's not, and he just got the hatch. He got lucky. He got a lucky spawn on the hatch too.
It's sarcasm because I'm very sarcastic, by the way. But the reason why I say that is because Maffio Coat, the guy who made this game, famously said that it's only a skilled play if you kill everyone or if survivors escape through exit gate. And that's what counts as a skilled play in DBD.